I'm trying to raise unmasked kids while healing parts of me that was never allowed to be one.
And welcome to Learn From Me, Sis. I'm Christina Jade, and this is my space where I tell the truth about all things healing, motherhood, heartbreak, and rebuilding a life that I'm truly proud of. And if you ever felt like you're carrying the weight all alone, then this podcast is definitely for you.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Learn From Me, Sis, where we're unlearning survival mode, healing out loud, and figuring life out one lesson at a time. And today's episode is for the real parents. I love my kids, but I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Some days, I'd be like, fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. And if you're a real parent, you have thought this too. And no, this isn't about not loving your children. This is about the reality of parenting. This is about the reality that parenting is a lot. It is a constant responsibility, constant sacrifice, constant repetition. And some days, this shit is overwhelming as fuck. Like I'm cleaning just for you to destroy it right after. I'm spending money fixing things, and I'm still not done paying for the damage before. I'm repeating the same chores, the same expectations over and over again. And at some point, it's like, what's the point? And I'm going to be real. There are moments that I get annoyed the second I have to engage. Like, I don't even have the mental capacity for another mom. And that's hard to admit. But that doesn't mean I don't show up for them. That doesn't mean I'm not taking care of them, that I'm not providing for them, that I'm not instilling love and nurture into my children. It just means that I'm human and parenting is not easy. And on top of all of that, my children all have ADHD. So I understand that there are times that things aren't always going to be consistent. But understanding something doesn't make it less exhausting to live through every day. And there's layers to this. I have ADHD too. I was late diagnosed with my ADHD. It wasn't until my daughter was diagnosed. I remember, like, I'm sitting there answering for my daughter in my head, but then I'm also, as I'm answering for my daughter, I'm like, yo, that's me. Like, what the fuck, bro? Do I have ADHD? It was a very fucking great aha moment because it all made sense. My whole entire life made sense in that moment. And I hope my daughter felt the same way as I did. With my ADHD, my childhood was completely different. I had no choice but to mask. I tried to be my authentic self from an early age. I quickly was made to be realized that was not going to be appropriate behavior. So I was trying to be what I thought I was supposed to be. And when I didn't, I was spanked or grounded for things I didn't do and even for things I couldn't control. So now I'm raising children with ADHD and I'm trying to let them be unmasked. I'm trying not to parent out of fear. I'm trying not to default to what was done to me. And if I'm being honest, I didn't really grow up with a strong example of what healthy parents look like outside of my grandmother, who I was like consistently around, not just like phone calls or like summertime visits, like consistently around her when we moved to Rhode Island when I was 11. I didn't have consistent guidance on how to parent. So a lot of what I'm doing now, I'm figuring it out in real time, which means I'm not just raising kids, I'm also learning what parenting is supposed to look like at the same time. And I'm gonna be honest, that shit is hard because when things feel out of control, it triggers something in me. And there have been times when I haven't handled it the way that I should have. There have been plenty of times that I've reacted out of frustration and because I was like overly stimulated out of what I was taught, even. I'm trying to raise unmasked kids while healing parts of me that was never allowed to be one. There is a fear that I haven't really said out loud. I see parts of me in my child, like my temper. I go to 0 to 100 real quick, babe. I have gotten better. I have gotten a lot better. You know, I'm not a boiling pot anymore. So kudos, babe. And I also see parts of his dad, like his stubbornness. And sometimes I catch myself thinking, where is this headed? And I have to check myself. Some days the checking happens a little slower than others, and that's okay. Because he's not the worst things that my mind comes up with in those moments. He's a child, and I'm still learning how to guide him. So now I'm taking steps. I've been taking these steps. It's a it's a slow process, and that's another gem. It's a slow process. You take it day by day. And if day by day is too daunting, then take it minute by minute. Minute by fucking minute. Okay? I'm still learning. I would hope my kids can see a difference in my parenting over the last 5 years. Because I know I'm not the same mom I used to be, but I also know I still have growth to do. And yeah, there are, again, moments I explode. So now I'm taking steps. I've been taking these steps. My youngest is in counseling, and I'm working on relearning how to actually enjoy being a parent again and not just survive it. And I want to say this too. There are moments that I didn't respond the way I should, and I'm not saying that's okay because I know it's not okay. But I can say this. In 19 years of parenting, there has never been a moment that I didn't come back to have a conversation about what had happened. Not in the heat of the moment. After I calm down, I come back and I say what I should have said the first time. And I also apologize for my response. I may not get it right in that moment, but I don't leave it wrong. Does it undo what they felt? No. Does it erase my reaction? No. But it still matters because they see accountability and they see that I'm trying. Lesson learned. You're not going to get parenting right every time. You're going to have moments where you're overwhelmed as fuck. where you react, where you say things that you wish you could take back, that doesn't make you a bad parent. What matters is what you do after. Do you come back? Do you take accountability? Do you have the conversation that you should have had in the first place? Because I'm not a perfect mom, but I am a mom who will come back and say, I shouldn't have handled it like that. And my kids need to see that because they're human and I'm human too. So, yeah, I mess up in the moment, but I don't stay there.
Thank you for spending time with me. If this episode helped you feel seen, make sure you subscribe and share it with somebody who needs it. And remember, you're not behind, you're becoming. I'll talk to you in the next episode.